Hey there, it's Ben from Pattern Profits bringing you the weekend update and weekly watch list for the week of August 15th. Well, first we're going to take a look at the IWO. Came up, tagged that anchored VWAP from off of the November high late last week, and we'll see if it can push through there early this week. You do have a nice little window there above volume pocket. Gets right up there towards that anchored VWAP from off of the all-time high just above. If we were to see it come in, 1020 cloud year-to-date anchored VWAP just below 231 to 233 level, just below there. Taking a look at FFTY, the IBD 50 ETF, and a channel down. Hasn't come out of there quite yet, but you are back above 5065 cloud, 1020 cloud, and a run to the upside if you can get out of that channel. Watch that anchored VWAP above from off of that prior low around 34.28. Year-to-date anchored VWAP sits right at that level too. Up a little bit higher anchored VWAP off of the swing high, anchored VWAP off COVID low, but plenty of work still to do below. Looking at PDP kind of where FFTY kind of where PDP was last week, and PDP did push through, especially late last week. Nice move out of that channel down. Year-to-date anchored VWAP just above anchored VWAP off of the swing high, just above on continued upside. If momentum and FFTY come in, watch that 1020 cloud for potential support. Getting right into our watch list, PFGC, going to take a look at this one, but it needs to move quickly. You got an inside day there Friday, back above anchored VWAP from off of the recent high, 52.12, that cheat pivot level above. Inside day on Friday comes out over 51.66. The problem here is earnings Wednesday before the open. May be good for a pop, though. You did close back through that descending trend line. Have to see if it can push through 52.12. Over 51.66 may provide the catalyst, but those earnings are before the open on Wednesday. So keep that in mind if getting involved. Looking at some of the oil and gas names, a lot of them set up with this pattern, little cup with handle pattern here. Inside day comes out over 46.22. This is an EQT. 46.71 is that standard pivot above. Look for inside day to come out to the upside over 46.22. May provide the catalyst to push through that 46.71 level. Be aware 50.41, the prior high if looking left. And again, that's EQT. SBOW, another one sets up kind of similar, a little steeper in this cup. Put in the handle, back above anchored VWAP. That's where I like to catch them right there as they come back through anchored VWAP, turn that back to the upside. But the standard pivot above at 46.45. Keep in mind 49.27, that prior high, that Silverbow Resources, SBOW. Also going to take a look at KBR, and this setup pretty prevalent where you either have a double bottom or you have a cup, and they've run up, put in a little bit of a handle, and now coming through that level, and that's kind of what you're seeing here, whether you're using anchored VWAP or if you're using a little descending trend line. You've got a lot of them setting up this way within the handle. This one comes out 53.47, the level to watch. Again, that's KBR. Be aware 56.94, prior high on the other side. Also going to take a look at MPWR, Monolithic Power Systems. This group starting to shape up nice, has made a nice run to, was near the bottom, and now you're back B and C rated depending on which group, but semis improving. 580, that prior high, and I have a descending trend line there too, and you saw a gap through there, so you didn't really have an opportunity to catch it through that trend line. But then this kind of double bottom consolidation came through 514.70, and you had that earnings gap here. Once you push through there, opportunity there. Now setting up again. 537.99 was that prior pivot off of this run. You're back above anchored VWAP from off of the gap. 10-20 cloud has caught up to price. Now we just want to see, can it reclaim that 537.99 level above, push back through that pivot, and then give you a run back towards those prior highs at 580. And there's quite a few in this group too that are setting up kind of similarly. Here's ACLS and cup with handle pattern. And this one, you had the double bottom. We mentioned that double bottom pivot there at 64.85. Came through there, came back and retested the year-to-date anchored VWAP from the upside and then straight up since. 10-20 cloud came back, retested that too. This again, that anchored VWAP attached to the most recent swing high, reclaimed that on Friday. Pretty good volume coming in there as well. Had a shakeout right here. So now you look for that push through 79.83, the standard pivot of that cup with handle pattern. Want to see big volume coming in through 79.83. Be aware of 83.73 level on the left side. One more in the group to take a look at. Again, sets up similarly. You had the double bottom pattern, came through there, 372.34. Had that shakeout early last week, and then nice reclaim back above anchored VWAP from off of that recent swing high. Got back above there on Friday, closed above there too. Right into 10-20 cloud there, so can bench that tightly either against 20 portion of 10-20 cloud or that prior double bottom pivot, or on progress can trail it with 10-20 cloud. Use that as a trailing stop, but the big level above 398.96, that's a level you want to see big volume as it pushes through there. I have no problem coming in there a little bit earlier down here, or if this goes sideways a little bit, can put that descending trend line in there. You know, if it dances around here for a little bit, then comes through. But 398.96, the level above, you want to really focus on 457.12, that prior high. So if you can push through here on big volume, would be a nice run back towards that prior high. Again, that's KLAC. A couple more. Penske Automotive Group, PAG. This is a smaller little cup with handle pattern. I've already got that descending trend line in there, looking for one more touch in there, but you're back above anchored VWAP. 10 portion of 10-20 clouds right there too. So maybe it goes sideways another day or two, then pushes through trend line, then 121.45, the standard pivot above. Watch that 123.60 level. You push up and through there. I do like too how this volume really eased as it consolidated here back into 10-20 cloud and into anchored VWAP off of the high last week. Got really quiet volume in there. Again, that's Penske Automotive Group, PAG, strong group. One more to take a look at, ULCC. This Frontier Group Holdings little flag, keeping an eye on. Flag back into 10-20 cloud there. Volume you see easing, had the big volume here. And this little triangle pennant consolidation, just looking for that to come out over that descending trend line. Had an inside day there on Friday as well. That would come out over 1449. And we'll just have to see if it can push through there with any type of velocity, kind of like we saw back here. Really nice move to the upside. Does have room, and you've got a couple pivots there a little bit higher. This one, 1750. Yeah, 1750 level to be aware of potential resistance if it does come out of there with, like I said, some velocity to the upside. 1750 an area to be aware of. Again, that's ULCC, Frontier Group Holdings flag pattern. That's all I have into the week ahead. Hope you have a great trading week, and I will see you over on FinTwit.